Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. I'm your host, Gilvin, and it's time to tech up a little. I finally decided what to spend it on. First off, we're going to advanced construction. The need for the adapter and decoupler here are just too great. And I have no idea what this is. This is apparently specialized construction. There's attaching things together and detaching things on purpose. Oh, so space stations. Docking ports. Alright, neat. We're going to research this as well. What's this? I see advanced exploration, mobility enhancer, so better legs, and a barometer. Warranty void if exposed to air. Yeah. Interesting. So that's probably for other planets. Yeah, I think that's for other planets. And although I was kind of giggling over, stuff, I don't think it's really necessary. I didn't realize that the batteries I already had were rechargeables. And getting a hold of RCS would be great. Plus it unlocks all this heavier rocketry. Ooh, the skipper. It's a that's the size 2 thing. Wow. Hey, that's the command pod I need. That's a larger command pod. And a large SAS module, specialized control. Okay, so what we're seeing is we need bigger, heavier rockets. I see. Now, 220 was the engine power of our current engine from Rocco Max. This is 650. Yeah. So this thing's gonna be 3 times as powerful of an engine. Let's just think about that. 3 times the power of an engine. If I could get a hold of this. And it's only like 40 science away. I was considering what is it, advanced flight control? Get a inline advanced stabilizer and stuff. But looking at things like this, ooh, XL parachute, yeah. I think it's going to be this, then this. I just need this new engine. The mighty mega fuel tank. Yeah. We should hopefully get enough from one more mission. Of course, we all know where that mission's going. It's pretty much going straight up, in the best sense possible. But did I get anything? I got a too hot thermometer. Welcome to the system. Okay, all right. What I think I'm gonna do is attach a thermometer to the vessel. Why not? It could get me some sciencey stuff. Hopefully, without too much hassle. And we'll just leave the antenna on this side. So the thermometer and the antenna balance each other out. Alright, so the Flyby Mark 1 should hopefully now be ready to attempt another escape. Now, as usual, we have to leave at a very specific time. We want to leave it more or less dawn. So what time is it currently? Well, we'll know once it loads. That's probably close to dusk. Yeah, alright, so now it's middle of the night. We want to slowly see something on the horizon. Okay, getting closer here. Once we can see the sun. That's our launch. Alright. SAS on. Jeb, you ready? Actually, before we head out, let's test out this thermometer. I want to see what it does. Log temperature. Are quite literally nominal. Alright, well, keep the data, I suppose. Delete the data. Log temperature. Just transmit it. At this point, I think we can just, get our extra 1.4 science here. Alright, without further ado, though, I suppose. Cool. Let's go. Now, hang on, I have to get close here. While flying over Kerbal shores, yeah, transmit that. It's not quite as efficient, but the amount we're talking about isn't great anyway, so... we probably, yeah, we only lost, what? I forget. I don't even know what the efficiency for transmitting that stuff is. Let's see. The efficiency is 60%, so we didn't even lose that much. Yeah, 1.7 science. It's whatever. Once we get up in the atmosphere a little more, perhaps. And boom goes that stage. Okay, so off we go. So yeah, once we get into maybe the higher atmosphere, the thermometer will give us some more science to the middle-ranged atmosphere, then the upper atmosphere, and then in space. I don't know if the thermometer will give us different readings from anywhere else, or different, you know, anything of use if we're, say, on the Mun or whatever. It might all just read a certain temperature and, you know, call it there, but we'll see. At least it's a new tool for getting some science. In the meantime, though. Okay, ready for... I'm actually impressed at how long the service of this life... the service life of this rocket is. Like, it has been amazing. It's managed not only to do a orbit around the Mun and Minmus now, but it's going to make an escape. It's one of the most versatile designs ever. I always said I was a better engineer than I was a pilot. And my ships are proving true to that. I mean, my piloteering skills have been put to the test, and they have been pretty bad so far. So I can't imagine that anyone would, you know, be expecting me to do well as a pilot. Yeah. Well, we're about to detach the final solid rocket booster stage in T-minus 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're clear. Go. And off we go. Da 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 da. Such elegant beauty. Okay. So now our apoapsis is... Yep. I was worried for a second there. It seemed backwards. It's like, okay, that could be a bit of a problem, but it shouldn't be too hard to deal with. Oh yeah, I didn't take temperature readings. Scrap. I forgot temperature readings. Temperature readings. Let's get before we're in space. Upper atmosphere. Good. At least I got the upper atmosphere. We can just transmit the data. 3.4 science added. It's something. And now we are in space, so let's log the temperature again. From space near Kerbal. Send the data. I'm trying to gather as much as I can with this here. 4.8 science added. Alright. Very good. Alright, now that we're at above 100%, I don't know where high above Kerbal begins. Well, in space near Kerbal. Yeah, we're still in space near Kerbal. We'll get up to higher, hopefully. Let's get a temperature below 200 here. Come on, just a little higher. 6, 7, 8, 9, 200. Space near Kerbal, whatever. I was hoping that, you know, 150 would be high above Kerbal, but I guess it's probably varies depending on the object I'm rotating around. Alright, well, how's our apoapsis doing? 400,000, very good. Yes, this thermometer's garnered us probably around 20 science so far, so all we need is 20 science from this mission. 20 science from this mission. Okay, 200,000 better be high above Kerbin. Still in space near Kerbin. Really? How high above Kerbin do we have to be? Also, why are we rotating so much? SAS off. Like, are you just failing and overcorrecting constantly or something? Just wanted to check. Yeah, now everything's fine. Stupid SAS. Alright. Smart assistant system my ass. Temperature scan cannot be done right now. Alright, I'm going to assume that we are now in high space above Kerbin. And yeah. You can't do that. Right at home here. Let's transmit some data. Whatever. Okay, well, that's a nice little success there. Okay. And now we are about to escape. I hope the Mun doesn't interfere here. Or Minmus. Okay. We have our Kerbin escape. And nothing's going to interfere. Perfect. That was just a short time warp. Oh, I really would have had a chance for another Minmus encounter. Apparently, dawn is a very good time to launch if you want to make a Minmus encounter. Alright, so now we are outside Kerbin's orbit. Ever so slightly. That also means we're going extremely fast, and that the K is now an M. That stands for million, and now we're going basically the speed of Kerbin plus whatever we got before. So, EVA. Let's begin work here. EVA report, please. Keep the data. Store the experiments. Wow. Okay. Just wow. That's a ton of science from that one thing. It just makes me realize that this other stuff that we're about to do here. Oh. Do it again. Just get both the goos here. I want it. I want all the science done. Observe the materials. Keep it. Keep it all. Keep it all. Crew report, please. That's not bad. We'll just transmit that. That's 55 science. So we'll take that. EVA. I'm gonna get more EVA reports while we're out here. Alright. So dump the experiment. That's fine. That's fine. We're high above the sun. I do not want to go near the sun for that. Oh man, imagine the science on that though. Okay. Well, we've done everything. We got 2 goo observations for added bonus. Now, it's very easy to undo what we've just done by turning around. It's as simple as that. We turn around, we fire just a little bit, because the amount of time that it takes for Kerbin to orbit is 365 days, I believe. It's, you know, it's a full Earth year. So being out here for even a couple minutes, the amount of distance that me and Kerbin have fallen apart is so minuscule, it doesn't matter. Even in the grand scheme of space, it really doesn't matter. Because I'm not trying to land at any specific point on Kerbin. I just have to hit Kerbin. If I was trying to land in a very specific point like astronauts at NASA do, this would be a lot trickier. But I'm not, so I have a Kerbin escape, I believe, or Kerbin encounter. Yep, there we go. It's 20 hours ahead, but that's fine. Okay, we are in Kerbin. Okay, I just want to check. We have no, well, and we have no periapsis. We are, yep, we're just gonna fall there. Yep, we're just gonna fall. Ever so slowly right now. Okay. I'm watching. I'm just kind of watching, you know. Everything's okay, though. Okay, how high are we now? 3-4 million. All right. We are closing in on Kerbal at a decent rate. I'm okay with this. Still, that should have gone down by now. That can fit on the counter. And okay, we're below. All right, we're back down to meters. So, all right, now we can turn off the SAS. I am going to use what remains of this to, whatever. We're just gonna check off. I'm fairly certain at this point it doesn't matter. As much as I'd like to think it does. We'll use whatever fuel's left in here, I suppose, just to slow us down. Yeah, there we go. Doesn't really matter. We're just slowing down here. Whatever helps. You know, I mean, our speed heading into Kerbal is pretty huge. It'll go up again, but I don't want to be. All right, that's where we want to be facing. Good. All right, so we slow down a little bit. I did not mean to click that button, guys. All right, we are entering the atmosphere as we speak, so on the way down, I can grab a temperature reading, I suppose, if I don't go through the atmosphere instantly. Mid-atmosphere, log temperature. Keep the data. Everything we got here. Last bit of fuel. That's it. Then away we go. 5,000 meters deploying chutes. Chutes are deployed. Alright, and I have to slow down as we approach. Well, there goes the rest of the craft. Otherwise, the science devices get ripped off. Okay, no science device got ripped off. Good, good. That's all I care about. I want to keep this stuff. We are carrying the most valuable cargo I have ever freaking seen. I don't even know what to say. The value contained in this cargo is ginormous. And like this is the kind of cargo that is actually going to let us, you know, like start landing on the moon and getting soil samples and stuff from that. I can't wait to see how much that shit's worth. Then, you know, once we have the soil samples and all the cool stuff from Minmus and the Mun or Moon. Oh god, slow down. Oof. Okay. Oh, okay. While we're out here, EVA report. While flying over Kerbal's deserts, I'll keep the data. EVA report. Cancel. No. Store experiments. All items stored. EVA report. We'll keep it and take a surface sample. We'll keep it and store the experiments. Oh, well, this thing is very, very good. There we go. Store experiments. Nope. You are retarded, Jebediah. That's why I love you. Whoa. Come on, and there we go. Grab and board. Alright. I don't know why the hell we're wiggling around. It's not the SAS to blame for once. Oh well, let's retrieve it. And let's take a look at our gigantic science haul. Ooh. 573. We now have a total of 766 science. Oh my good god, that was more than I thought. Well, I'm going to be ending this episode here, guys. We've successfully done an escape, and we've got a whole freak load of data from it. And all the science I could ever want. Thank you everybody for watching. As always, this has been your lovely, lovely host, Kerbal, signing off.